Hey lovelies, it's another day of decluttering. Today we're going to be going through all of my cream blush products. I did film this all with my powder blushes and I realized that it was just far too long. Far too many minutes of me swatching all of my blushes, deciding which to keep, talking myself into things, talking myself out of things, all of that comes along with decluttering. So today we're going to be all about the creams. If we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to hit subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos like more declutters, because they're definitely coming. In the last few years, I have definitely become a cream blush fan. Big fan, big collection, right? So let's just get into it. You can see what I kept and see what I didn't. All right, you guys, I just got done filming powders and it took forever. So this should be interesting. Here we are with creams. Did you think that just those ones that were back there were all I have? Get real. So here we go. I don't even know where to start. Oh God, I've still got more over here. Okay, we're just gonna push all of this out of the way. All right, so let's just go right in. Now, I probably just didn't know where to put these because it's like, these are listed as Beauty Light Wand. This one says High Blush and this one says Easy Highlighter. And I will honestly say, I felt like I've worn Pillow Talk once and I felt like it was actually darker than Glowgasm. I have this one in Peachgasm, so I'm not sure, but I just put these both into the blushes because I feel like they have a little tint and some glow. I'm sure you guys have seen them. Why am I sitting here yammering? Why don't I just put these on? That's what you're here for, right? So here we have them right here. The darker one is actually Pillow Talk and the lighter one is Peachgasm. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Now, I know that you might be thinking, Kelly, those are highlighters, but I truly feel like on my skin, both of these need to be considered like blushes. Honestly, this Pillow Talk one probably almost needs to be considered like a bronzer. I don't know, I just threw them in here, so we're gonna keep them in here, but I am gonna keep both of them. They are really pretty. So here we have these Stila little pots. They are the Aqua Glow Watercolor Blush. I have it in two shades. I have the shade Water Lily and Shimmering Lotus. So here they are right here. Shimmering Lotus is the shade here, which is so pretty, but it does have like gold reflex in it. And I do feel, I mean, it's pretty, but the reflex in it are actually like shimmery. And then this one here, it's, you know, obviously a more like pinky tone. And these are so pretty because they are like very watercolory, but these I feel like are starting to dry out. And since the one does have some gold flecks to it, I'm probably just gonna get rid of this one because I doubt I'm gonna wear it with that gold fleck on it. I do love that color. Love me a good orange / coral in the summertime. If you guys know my taste, that is definitely something I'm into, but I think I will definitely just end up getting rid of the one with the sparkle and keep this guy. But after the summer, I have a feeling that this is gonna be like dried out. So I'm gonna pop that one into the must-use pile. All right, do you guys remember when this was causing a rage? This is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Flush Blush, and this is the shade Peach Pop. This is like that, like, it's sort of like the Jelly Much shadows from ColourPop, but this is supposed to be a highlighter. But, well, it's actually supposed to be a blush. Sorry, I was gonna say this is supposed to be a blush, but I feel like it's almost more of a highlighter. But, I mean, that is a really, it's a really pretty shade, but it is definitely quite sheeny. So I think what I need to do is like put this into my liquid highlighters because that to me is gonna be what this is. So that might be what I do, and I might keep this and try it one more time, but definitely more of a highlighter than a blush. I mean, wouldn't you guys say that? Like, it's so sheeny. It's so funny because I have like two sheeny things that are like supposed to be highlighters that I think are more in the sheeny blushes. I mean, this Peachgasm, actually Peachgasm and this one are kind of similar, like not the same finish, and this one has more flecks of glitter in it, but yeah, they kind of have a similar vibe. So I don't know, they're in that like in between, right? So we're just gonna go with it. So this is the Kaja Saucy Cheek Stamp. Saucy is the shade. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, so this had this like little like stamp, which I'm sorry, this is like basically so hard. I would never use that, but it's been a long time since I've used this. This is like a basically like a cushion blush. Wow, this shade is really pretty. I think it's like the packaging that just, you know, sort of feels intimidating, but this really sheers out very nicely. I might have to crack into this one before like winter is over. This would have been nice to use in the fall too. So obviously next to these ones that I laid a bunch out just because of that like liquid formula, but this could be built up into a really pretty like plummy shade. So I think I'm gonna have to keep this one. So far we're not doing so good. We did get rid of one, that's not too bad. So I'm going to apologize because I am going to start getting stains. I knew right away that those darn Stila ones were probably gonna stain. I might as well just show you too that I'm not gonna swatch. I did a full video on these M Cosmetics color drops. So if you do want to see the video on these, I will go ahead and link that in the description box. Just be forewarned, I do really love these. They're very pretty. Definitely keeping these. And again, you can tell I really have a shade range when it comes to cream blushes that I love. Most of these are going to be like peachy, peachy pink, like orange, orangey red, like definitely in that like warm category. Oh, while we're on the subject of cushion blushes, this is the Aether Sugar Ball Cushion Cheek Cover. I got this from Yes Style. This is actually more of like a balmy product. For some reason I was thinking it was a cushion, but it's not. It's a balm, but so I was a little bit wrong there. Oh my gosh, look at that, you guys. I remember when I got this, I don't even know if I put it on because I knew that I was a little bit fair for this color, but I cannot wait to pull this one out this summer. I am really looking forward to hopefully paring down a few of these so that I just have less and I can enjoy what I actually have. By the way, if you guys are curious, this is the shade number 2, Pink So Much, just in case you wanted to go snag one of these. All right, another one that I really don't feel the need to swatch. This is the Stay Vulnerable in Nearly Berry. You guys have seen this a couple times on my channel. I will go ahead and actually, I use this in my 5 products to get glam. I did use this on my lips and my cheeks in that video if you did want to see that. All right, I did also use this one in a recent video. This is the Shiseido Minimalist Whipped Powder Blush. You guys, this is so incredible. Like it is like a whipped powder. It's not like a cream to powder. It is honestly, it's like a whipped powder. I do not know how to explain this. This was in recommendation from a subscriber, Molly. Oh, these are so nice. If you want the ease of applying with a cream, but you want a powdery finish, this is for you. Man, this is pretty. This is the shade Sayoko. This is number 6. Okay, this one, you know what? I think I used this once and I was so unimpressed I never picked it up again. So what does that mean? Does that mean I need to use it again, or does that mean I just get rid of it? This is the Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush. This is the shade Rose Romance. This is obviously from Milani. I mean, here it looks pretty. Like, what's my problem? I don't know. Okay, I am gonna like set this one here, and then we're gonna play with these other ones because these are all of my, I should probably pull these in too. These are all of my more like liquidy blushes. We're gonna be hopping all over the place with this. This is just the way this is gonna go. So you guys know I love the Flower blush bombs. I am gonna pull out like kind of like a medium shade. This is the shade Nectar. I'm not gonna swatch all of these, but I do want to feel texturally how these differ, like why I didn't ever pick up the Milani one again. So I'm just gonna like blend this in a little bit. This is probably one of my favorite shades. If you want something even a little bit more nude, Pinched is more of like a nudie pink. Okay, so I don't know what it is. I don't know what the difference is. Why do I feel like this one would maybe more like make makeup a little bit patchier, and this one would sit a little bit better? The other ones that I have the Glossier, oh my gosh, what are these the Cloud Paints. I have the Glossier Cloud Paints. I'm gonna just dab a little bit of this. Again, I'm just looking to see like texturally what the difference is. So let's go ahead and rub this one in. I think that this, no, see, this is still like more of like a satin finish. It's not like super dewy. I don't know, dang it. Okay, so this one I do actually, maybe this is the one that I'm thinking of. I do remember being pretty disappointed with this blush. This is the Dewy Blush Elixir from Physicians Formula. Oh my God, I'm running out of spaces to like put all this stuff on my body. Well, I obviously just used quite a bit, but this one feels a bit more emollient. Okay, obviously I need to stop buying cream blushes and using the ones that I have because I'm just not seeing why I didn't like this. This one definitely has more dew to it than any of these others. Like, I would say this is more akin to the M Cosmetics ones, although this is way more pigmented. So if you have dry skin, you might actually really enjoy the Physicians Formula one because it is definitely staying dewier on my skin. I don't know, you guys, like I feel like I need to kind of use all of these. Maybe I need to do like a battle of the liquid blushes. Like, let me know if you guys want to see that because I still have 2 more here. I know that they don't make these Becca Beach tints anymore, which is a shame because I bet, and of course, you know, we all know that Becca is saying goodbye to us all, but I bet if Becca launched these in this year, they probably would have been super popular. Like in the last couple of years, creams have gotten so popular. I do have 2 shades of these. I'm gonna be interested to see if these are even any good anymore. So I have Dragon Fruit and Watermelon. If these like come out kind of separated, I'm just gonna have to pitch these. So, oh, I'm running out of room here. So you guys can see, like this is, I mean, look at this. I think Becca was just like ahead of the game on the cream blushes. So the last one I have is the Ilia Color Haze. This is the multi-use pigment. So I think this one is described as something that will stay dewy on the cheeks, but will get matte on the lip. And I do remember I did try it on the lip and I did not enjoy it on the lip because it did actually get kind of matte. And I prefer something that stays dewier. I don't know how that magic happens. Like, don't know, but I do really like this shade. Oh boy, okay. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, these ones, they're probably not even worth it anymore because you can't get these, but I should probably throw them away, but they're so pretty that I don't know that I could do that. But, and they still seem fine, so I don't know what to say. I'm a makeup hoarder. Oh my God, I have 2 of these shades. I have 2 of these shades. Good Lord, this is ridiculous. I haven't even opened this one. I haven't even opened this one, and I have a friend that's looking to try some cream blushes, so I am going to send this along. This is the shade, what is this shade? Pink Berry. I don't even know. I don't even know, but I haven't opened it. And obviously from what I have going on here, I do not need this. So I'm sending this along. I will go through and use some of these and either do an update for you guys in the future in a review roundup. If you guys would actually like to see a comparison of these more like liquidy types, let me know. I did see that I have another shade of this dang blush, but this one is unopened, and I have a friend that's looking to try cream and liquid blushes. So I'm gonna send this little one along. It isn't even opened yet. I don't need any more. Like, I feel like while this is probably a very pretty like pinky shade, I don't need that. I don't need that at all. Again, I do truly know that I love the Flower Blush Bomb. So if you are new to the liquid blush game and you're wanting to try something, these are probably the most inexpensive that you could get. I do know that Milani now has like the tub, like the more like balmy cream. I would like to try that at some point, but obviously I don't need to be getting any. All right, more liquidy, creamy blushes. Shocker, I have 3 of these little minis from Rare Beauty. Thank God they are minis because they are so opaque that a little goes a long way. So here I have the shade Love, which is at the bottom, and then we are followed by Joy, and then the very top one is Bliss. So the middle one, Joy, which is that beautiful orange shade, that is the more like, I don't know if they're calling it satin or like creamy, but these other 2 are matte shades. So these are very interesting. I honestly don't have anything that is in that like burnished category. While this shade here is pretty, I honestly don't see myself using this shade. This is again the shade Bliss. I don't know, between the mattness and the color of it, I don't see myself using this one a lot. I would actually rather reach for like Pinched, which is kind of similar. Let me actually just dot a little bit out of this because I do prefer something that I don't need it to be like super glossy, but I want it to have a little bit of a sheen, like a little bit of a healthiness to it. This is like more, I guess I would say neutral, like it almost looks a bit bronzy. I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera, but I don't think that I need this one. Yay, I'm actually getting rid of something. Okay, so we're gonna pass this one along. I don't think I've ever worn that one. I do think I wore Joy in a video, so we will definitely get some good use out of these. All right, you guys know I've talked about these. I don't know if I said I was going to declutter them or if I was honestly just waiting for an actual declutter video, but I have these ColourPop blush sticks. I talked about like the packaging, how, you know, the printing is like rubbing off, and I just don't find that the formulas are, they're just not consistent. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, I just don't reach for these. They're pretty. I just know that I'm not reaching for these. This sheeny one, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, is it technically? No, it's a blush. Like, why did I buy a sparkly blush? It's not super sparkly, but it is kind of shiny. I just don't see myself like using these, in all honesty, so I'm gonna pass them on. I can very easily just like chop the top off, sanitize it, and send it along to somebody if they would like to try these, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so more stick-like products. So I am sad because I feel like I am missing a nude stick. I am pretty sure that I had another one somewhere, but this is Poppy Girl. This is one of the Nudies Bloom, which is their more like dewy formula, if you will. There is this like brush on the other side that I don't think anybody uses, but you can share it out if you want. I do really like this shade. This is the shade Sunkissed. This is more of like a bronzer shade. I would say I know that I've used this as a blush bronzer type situation. I am really sad. I know that I have one more at least of these minis, and it's like more of like a peachy shade, but regardless, I can just let you guys know that I do really like these. Obviously, these nudies are gonna be more of like that, you know, dry down to mostly matte, whereas the Bloom has that little bit more sheen to it. I mostly prefer this sheeny shade. I will say for this like bronzer blush moment, it is nice to have this a little bit more matte, so I do really like these. They are a bit more expensive for what you get in the container, but they are very pretty. All right, moving along, this is the Bite Multi-Stick in Cashew. Obviously, Bite is not making these anymore in their whole like revamp, but oh man, that magnetic, love that. And then this is like a cool mauve-y neutral, I would say. I don't know how to explain it, but it is very pretty. I've used it on my lips, used it on my cheeks. I think I actually even dusted it into my crease of my eyes before, so I do really like this one. It still smells okay. Sometimes with that Bite stuff, you gotta be careful because these can go off pretty quickly. One more that I have is the Hot Fluff from Jason Wu. I do really like this formula. I was actually surprised because it is meant to be an eye, cheek, and lip, and usually these types of things don't really go so well on my lips because they do end up being more matte, but this was actually very pretty. I like that these are all like different, very different shades. I know I did a live with all the Jason Wu products that I got, and in all honesty, I liked a lot of what I got. I do think that they missed the mark with the eyeshadows as far as inclusivity, but I do appreciate that on the website, you know, he uses models of many different skin tones, but I just feel like when you look at the eyeshadows, it's sort of like, do you actually think people of all skin tones will be able to use those? So hopefully they will be bringing out more eyeshadows and maybe even some more of the liquid lip shades, like maybe in deeper shades, but there were a few beautiful Hot Fluff shades. So while I do really hope that Jason Wu brings a little bit more deeper shades in, especially where the eyeshadows were, I also think some of the liquid lips could be darker. I do think that Hot Fluff had some really nice shades that would look beautiful on all skin tones, and this is a clean beauty brand available at Target. So if you're looking for something, I would definitely recommend those. I haven't used either of these. One of these is one of the Milk Makeup Glow Oil Lip and Cheek. So this does have a bit more of a sheen to it. And this other one is the Lip and Cheek that is, you know, more of that like satin color or satin finish. So this is the shade Work. Speaking of work, I'm gonna start working further up my arm. This is really pretty. See guys, this is why I need to do some of this, because I will never use some of these shades if I don't end up swatching them. So this one, wow, this has like, okay, not much of anything to it. This is like a very sheer sheen. You'd really need to build that up. But maybe if you're just looking for like a light flush, like almost like a blush highlighter combo, but this work shade I'm very excited to try. Let me know, have you tried these milk kind of like cheek sticks? I think that this would look really pretty. And the one thing that I appreciate is that this would not be matte on the lips. This would definitely have a little bit more of that like satin finish to it. So that would make me very happy. I will definitely have to use this in an upcoming video. I have a few things that I'm finding in this declutter series and I'm like, oh, haven't used that. Oh, only used that once, so I definitely will bring this guy out soon. Haha, okay, I knew that I would find it. This is the shade Sweet Peach Peony. This is that one that I was saying that I had. I knew I had another one, so I'm just gonna do a little swatch for you guys. This is the one that's like, I mean, now it looks like super sheared out, but it is just like a really pretty, just like nudie peach shade. Love these, I really do like them. All right, moving on, we still have some more. So this is the Honest Beauty shade in Peony Pink. This has gotten such like glowing reviews. I have heard that one of the nice things about this is it does lay pretty well over over powder products. So this is a shade that's like honestly really kind of different than any of my other creams. I think actually I should probably pull out the Fenty one that I have. So, okay, hold on. Honest Beauty, you're gonna like hang out to the side. So while I just brought it up, I do have 3 of the Fenty creams. Again, I'm not gonna go too much into these. I did a full review on these and I'm sure you've seen them all over the internets. So Rosé Latte is probably one of my favorites, but I'm wondering if this Petal Poppin' shade is similar. Oh boy, they do look kind of similar. Oh, I mean, well, okay, as I'm like sharing it out here. Ah, oh, dang, those do look a little bit close. Is there like sheen in that? I don't know. This one is actually a little bit warmer, isn't it? Is that just me? All right, these do look super similar. They don't feel as similar though. Hold on. Nah, the shade is different. It's different enough. Like I feel like this one has a little bit more like almost corally pink, whereas this Petal Poppin' is even pinkier. And this one I think builds up a little bit more. This one's also a little bit creamier, like more emollient. So I do feel like I can keep both of these. Plus like Honest is available at the drugstore. I'm gonna end up keeping both. I will open both of these for you guys so you can see. This is Rosé Latte. I use this one a lot on my channel. I will compare it to one in just a moment because I did it in my live the other night, but this is the shade Daiquiri Drip. This will be a good one for summer. I love this formula. These are not going anywhere. All right, so I'm just gonna lay down Rosé Latte because I just bought a new cream blush and the minute I put it on my face, I was like, oh shoot, I think I kind of got a little bit of a dupe. So I just went and got my first Tower 28 blush. These are the Beach Please, what do they call these? Buildable Luminous Color for cheeks and lips. So this is in the shade Power Hour. And you know, in the the pan, it looks almost like a little bit like plummy brownish, but once it's on the skin, oh, I guess it is a little bit different. It does have a little bit of a different tone, but honestly, you guys, it's not like that much. Like, you guys tell me, this one is the Rosé Latte and this one is Power Hour. I mean, I don't think you'd notice. I really don't think you'd notice if like somebody stole one or the other and replaced it. I don't think you'd notice. I do think that the Fenty one is maybe like a little bit warmer, maybe. Yeah, I think that this one does have just a very slight hint of plum. I'm not mad about it. I do think that this is a very, very lovely formula. I did put this on my lips and enjoyed it as well. So not mad about that, but I guess I could have picked a shade that was slightly different from what I already have, but we will be keeping those as well. All right, 2 more of these to go. So I got this one from BoxyCharm. This is, all right, so this is the Lila B Be Daring Divine Duo Lip and Cheek. Sorry, this packaging looks kind of like yucky. And I think I don't know why, but I had to wipe it and now it's got like little like dark fibers in it. But oh, this one is gonna be so pretty in the summertime. I think I've only worn this one once. I'm gonna put this one down here on my wrist, but ooh mama, Look at that shade. I don't feel like any of these are showing up as bright on the camera. I don't know if it's the way that the light is hitting it or if it's just the way that like the screen of my monitor is flipped right now, but man, that is a toasty shade. All right, one more, you guys. This one I also got from BoxyCharm. Both of these, I got this in the pop-up shop, but this was part of my BoxyCharm choices. This is the Kosas Color and Light Cream Duo. This is Velvet Melon High Intensity. So I'm gonna actually swatch this on the other arm, but we have, I think it's supposed to be a highlighter and blush. So I will swatch both of these. These are just so sheer, especially the highlighter. The blush has some nice, I mean, quote unquote intensity, but that highlight, I just don't find it like super intense. It's really pretty sheer. Now these are really quite emollient, so if you have oily skin, I would stay away from these. I mean, you can even see in the pan, I would think you can see that these are really quite creamy. So if you have dry skin, you might really love these. I wanted the high intensity one just because I love a good bit of pigment. I do think in the summertime, this highlight will actually be a highlight for me, but I could very easily just mix these two to make a nice, pretty shimmery blush. Boy, you guys, I think I've just swatched this. I don't even think I've used this yet. So I am gonna keep this around to see how I feel, but already I can tell you it is not gonna be oily skin friendly. All right, what do you think? Did I keep any that you think I shouldn't? Did I get rid of any that you're like, why did you do that? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know what you guys would like to see next. I am considering doing a live declutter. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. Well, in all honesty, I think if I do a live declutter, I might just do a little like taped recap for those of you that, you know, don't enjoy the lives as much, if you just want to kind of see my collection and what I kept. So let me know what you think of that. I think on one hand, it sort of seems silly to do it twice, but I do know that a lot of people like the tape declutters and I want to be able to show you guys my collection. So that would be something I would do for those of you that enjoy watching these taped ones. Otherwise, a live will be coming up soon and you will get to watch the replay of that if you choose. I do always try to timestamp after the live is done just to make it a little bit easier for those of you that want to skip through the chit chat. All right, so I want to thank you for spending your time with me today. It really means a lot. Hopefully you were inspired maybe to go through your collection, or you found a blush in here that maybe you want to get. So if you did like this video, please don't forget to like it on your way out. I will also be posting my powder blush collection here if you do want to see that. So have a great day and I'll see you really soon.